Alright guys, welcome to the WWE 2018 Crown Jewel pay-per-view review. And yeah, I finally got my channel back, so YouTube, fuck you, we're going to be getting loads of reviews, previews, you name it, whether it be football, wrestling, any other sport, any sort of drama. This is where it's all going to be coming at you thick and fast. But anyway, let's get on to WWE Crown Jewel now. Yes, looking at this show, it had a lot of potential. This show should have been good. In reality, it really wasn't. So, first off, I just want to point out there was no women on this show at all, apart from Renee Young, who was dressed head to toe in a bin bag. Apart from her face, that was the only bit of skin you could see, and I'm pretty sure the Saudis would have liked to have covered that if possible. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of women's wrestling, but you look at Evolution you had last week, and you had Lita, hot as fuck at the age of 43. And I just find it weird that there was no women on this show. Now, we know that the Saudis, they're not, let's just say they're not big fans of homosexuality. It's actually punishable by death in most Islamic countries. Yet, they went and paid $200 million for WWE to put on shows with big, hairy, oily men in the ring with not a fucking pair of tits in sight. So, who is the real homosexuals here? The Saudis would probably rather two camels perform in the ring than have two women in the ring. So, really, what the fuck is happening with the Saudis? Anyway, let's move on to the show. I missed the first 3 matches. I did rewatch the Hogan promo to kick off the start of the show, the Hogan entrance. And it was okay. It was great to see Hogan back. I'm going to make a separate video on Hogan, actually. All these people saying he's a racist, I'm going to set them straight. But anyway, we've seen Hogan back, but typical WWE, they used him, you know, to kick off the show, and you didn't see him again for the entire show, which is ridiculous. Like, I don't know, Hogan could have been backstage. He could have been, I don't know, giving pep talks to people in the World Cup. Perhaps he could have come out in the World Cup final when there was Shane McMahon and Baron Corbin there. I don't know. Hogan could have did a lot more than he did. So why they used him to kick off the show and you didn't see him since makes no sense to me. Like I said, I missed most of the World Cup matches, but I don't really want to talk about them. The Shane McMahon actually won the World Cup for Team SmackDown when Miz got injured in the final against Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler beat Kurt Angle in the first round, which I thought was absolutely shocking. I was looking forward to see Kurt Angle, and then he gets jobbed out in round 1. Did not like that at all. Baron Corbin cost Braun Strowman the Universal title. I actually predicted that Brock Lesnar would win. I had no idea how he was going to do it though, and that Baron Corbin would basically just hand him the belt really by smashing Braun Strowman over the back of the head with the title, and then it took 5 F5s. So I think that's that maybe a joint total with Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns took 5 F5s at Mania, and now Braun Strowman took 5. Brock Lesnar, by the way, did not receive a single bit of offense to him, so it looks like he's definitely, you know, untouchable at the moment with that fight he's got in UFC coming up. So Brock Lesnar won the Universal title. The Bar retained the titles against the Shield. And then in the main event, I mean, I love Shawn Michaels. I don't know, man, he's definitely in my top 3, possibly my favourite wrestler of all time. And it was nice to see him back, but just him and Triple H, DX, I mean, degenerates. Yeah, let's be honest, they're a bunch of 50-year-old men that are a good 20 years past their prime. And it's just a joke, you know, seeing all these. And Kane's mask came off during the show, and I thought that it was supposed to be like that, and then I noticed they put it back on, so obviously that was a botch. And I mean, these guys are all legends, there's no doubt about that, but it just shows you how bad the current crop of WWE stars are. I wouldn't even call them stars, the WWE current crop of professional wrestlers. The fact that guys like this still have to come and wrestle in their 50s, you know, it's nothing short of embarrassing. These guys should all be at home retiring. I mean, Michaels probably had the best retirement match of all time against Taker, and I just feel like that's been tarnished. What for? To come and get a nice paycheck in Saudi Arabia? I mean, was that last show not good enough? Michaels got a bit of involvement. I just don't think this was necessary. Like I say, it's great to see Michaels back. I mean, Brothers of Destruction vs DX, it's a great match, but it should have happened 20 years ago, not in 2018. So, Crown Jewel, overall, if it wasn't for the last match, honestly, this pay-per-view would have been a complete dud. Now, the last match did save it, which is weird. Saying that is weird, man, because all these guys, like I said, are fat and out of shape, so that is fucking weird. But yeah, the last match was pretty good. So I'm going to give this show 5 out of 10, but based purely on the last match. I'll give the last match like an 8 or a 9. It wasn't the greatest match, but just the nostalgia feeling, seeing these legends back in the ring, and hopefully it will be for the last time. I mean, I just don't think there's... I mean, people are saying they want Michaels Taker one more time at WrestleMania, but I mean, you look at the legendary, WrestleMania 25 match, and then the whole build up to the rematch, and the rematch probably not as good of a match as the 25 match, but still it was fantastic. The promo leading up to it, the career versus the streak on the line. I just don't want to see that again at Mania. It would, in my opinion, it would tarnish it. So I'll give the show a 5 out of 10. Let me know down below what you thought of the show, and yeah. Who do you think we'll see Michaels face next? Or do you think we will see him compete? Do you think this could be maybe a one and done deal with the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels? Weird thinking he's a sexy boy at 53 years old. But anyway, till next time, peace.